Hey Dragon Slayers. So today's video is about my current workout routine with the modifications from the PE diet. Like with other workouts out there, the best workout is always going to be the one that you can stick to. So in order to do that, it's all about finding something you enjoy that is effective and making it your own. Dr. Ted Naiman is a huge advocate of daily workouts and calisthenics, which are body weight exercises, both of which I absolutely hate. There is no world in which I will work out 7 days a week. There is no world in which I will work out primarily for calisthenics. I just really don't enjoy both of those things. However, I did adapt some of the PE principles to my current workout routine. I shared it with you guys in the past, and I'll recap it here, but focus specifically on the modifications I made after reading through the PE diet. So I start off every weight session with a 10-minute walk on the treadmill at 3.5 miles per hour. Not so important at the beginning if you're a beginner and you've never lifted weights before, but as you start to lift heavier and heavier weights, I find this to be crucial. So I used to do so much working out in the past, and I found out that basically you don't have to do, at least what I found so far for myself. Now, this may not be true for everybody, but for me, I don't have to do warm-up sets. Like, as long as I warm up my whole body, then my whole body is ready to lift weights. And so that's what this 10-minute walk at 3.5 is. 3.5 should not be enough for you to huff and puff or even sweat, but it's good enough to get your heart pumping, and it should raise your core temperature by at least a degree or two. And when my entire body is warmed up, it doesn't matter what I do after that. I can just go into lift my heaviest weight, heaviest set, no problem. And I've had zero injuries from lifting weights and probably in over a decade. I mean, I don't injure myself doing this. But again, works for me. I can't guarantee it's going to work for you, but I'm giving you my method. So I do upper and lower split. On the upper days, I do incline bench press, shoulder press, and then cable extension, shoulder rotation, external shoulder rotation, and cable face pulls. So that's my entire upper body workout. And I put links in the description below that take you to videos that show you how to do these exercises if you're not familiar with them or never done them before. Then for leg day, I do legs and back for leg day. And so I do leg press is my only leg exercise, and then seated cable mid row is my only back exercise. There are others that you can do. I find these to be the most efficient and most time efficient, and I love them. I have two bad knees, this is why I do leg press. If you don't have bad knees, you're comfortable with squatting, the squat is the superior exercise. You can also do other exercises for your back as well, but I just love the seated cable row. It's a very simple exercise, easy to execute, very low margin of error or risk for injury. I would put deadlifts as optional. I used to do them. It's an amazing exercise for your entire posterior chain. But again, I've got bad knees. It's a technically difficult exercise, and it takes a lot out of you. In the future, I may end up incorporating it back into my routine, but for now, I've taken it out because it was just really taxing on me hard. And I found that I was less motivated to work out by doing it. So you're better off deleting one exercise if it hurts your motivation and doing the rest of them more consistently. It's all about consistency. So this is a routine that I came up with back in college. I used to work out 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, and then I just got tired of spending a third of my entire life in the gym. So I thought to myself, what's the least amount of weightlifting that I can do to gain the maximum amount of muscle and strength? So we're going to focus on, what we're focusing on here is for basic physical fitness. The routine will never make you stage competition ready. It won't give you cannons for arms, but it will work every single muscle in your body in a very efficient and time-effective manner. So the two major PE additions to my classic routine that I have adapted is, number one, is that 5 to 10 rep range. I like this so much. My original routine was 3 sets of 10, and I did that for years. I liked it a lot, but then I wanted to try to maximize strength. So I started doing 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps with every exercise, and then I do reverse pyramid training. I would drop the weight a little, increase the reps. I like this a lot too. I did get very strong very quickly, but I felt like my endurance was severely lacking. So I much prefer the PE 5 to 10 range because you get the best of both worlds. And I find it to be easier to progress with this scheme than my old routine because you start with a weight that you can lift at least 5 times. And then I try to increase at least 1 rep every week or every other week. So then I do 6 reps, 3 sets of 6, 3 sets of 7, 3 sets of 8, 3 sets of 9, 3 sets of 10. Then when I get to 3 sets of 10 and I can do it with I can focus on form, do it with perfect form, then I go back, I increase my weight and I drop it back to 5. And then I keep stair stepping from there. I like that progression scheme so much more. I find it for me, it is so much easier to increase a rep than it is to increase the weight. For me, it may be different for you, but that's the progression scheme that I love. And I adapted this from the PE diet. The second major thing is the isometric holds. So the isometric holds are pretty awesome. I love it. So on my last rep, I literally, like if I'm doing the incline press, it's like, okay, right now I'm at 6, I go to 6, and then instead of doing 7, I stop midway, hold it as long as I can isometrically, and then slowly bring it back down, the eccentric. So adding the isometric hold and the very slow eccentric decline to every last rep of every set, love it. I will do that for life. It was another tip that I got from the PE diet. I feel like it pushes me further without wearing me out. It's hard to explain, but you guys can try it out for yourself. So I feel like I'm working out harder, but I don't feel like it takes extra time to recover. So I feel like I'm getting a more efficient workout by adding those two things. Another thing that I didn't mention here that I should have was that basically I try to do sprinting twice a week or just some sort of steady state cardio at a moderately high level. Because now I understand, reading the PE diet, more about muscle glycogen and how it works and how burning through your glycogen stores and what it does for you. So that's the third bonus addition that I added from the PE diet, is the importance of cardio. I didn't really value cardio before, and now I do to a significant level, and I'm trying hard to incorporate more cardio into my everyday life, as well as just making sure I do at least a high intensity session of cardio once or twice a week. So that is my current routine. I'm absolutely loving it so far. I'll keep updating you guys with numbers and stats and averages and weights and all of that good stuff. So stay tuned because there's so much more to come. The next video is going to explore if obesity is a choice or not. I stumbled upon some pretty interesting information recently, and I'd love to share that with you guys. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel so much. And remember, together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.